Chai Chat with Lavina, where we are talking to the director, writer, and one of the actors of the play Lotus Beauty that is playing in the Hampstead Theatre about what they feel like. Where do they feel they belong coming from the Indian diaspora? So the conversation continues, which is getting deeper. I'm going to end up with the last question, which is, it's very interesting. I figured out when I came in this country that so many people have come from East Africa and they are so Indian, and Indian in a very different way, but they are Indian. They think they are Indian. What is it in you that you think makes you an Indian? How do you feel Indian in you? What is it? Anyone can say who springs up. What is India, Indianness for you?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I understand the question, because for me, there is something so inherent in the humanity of the culture we are born into.
Yeah.
If I, you know, what defines me as being Indian, I don't know that words can actually define it.
I would say Pani Puri for myself.
Fair enough. Yeah, then,
and
you
it
know,
really helps being in Southall.
Yeah, but really, you kind of go actually for, you know, there's a spiritual sensibility, or there's an element of faith, or there is the way in which we respond to certain things because of the foods we eat, because of the stories we tell. I mean, it's so ingrained in behaviour that's gone on, that's built a way of thinking. Yeah. And actually, I think, you know, you've talked a lot about the way we are seen or identified, or how we have an accent, so we are supposed to say it and we're always shut out. I think the tide is turning, and maybe I'm a bit resistant to go, no, actually, this is who I am, proudly. British accent or not, what we have to do is celebrate and define ourselves through our culture with pride, and not be subservient or think the Western gaze is the way. You know?
And I think, and you're absolutely right, and it was not a spin to say that we are victims or we are being victimized. It's to say that how do we feel in a country where we are born but we don't look like here? Is it we are embracing it? We are finding it difficult, and how are you turning the tide? That's why I said,
I guess it
how
depends
do you
on who is viewing.
Yeah.
You know, to me, I'm happy as me. But if other people have an issue with the way I look or sound or whatever, then that's kind of on them, really. You know, I guess that's not my problem. I'm really proud of what I am and who I am. So, you know, that's
and if you're not born in India, then you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I can't define what it's like not being born in India when I never was. I was born in Africa.
Yes, and that's...
So I guess that's where I'm going, I don't know.
And my question is that what is it that you feel of the culture that you feel from? What connects you to that?
Everything in my life. My whole lived experience is about the culture I'm from. As a storyteller, you know, telling stories and platforming voices of the global majorities, because we kind of identify and resonate.
Yeah.
So what makes me Indian is everything that I am in my whole life.
Brilliant. Last, pitch your play. Go on, pitch your play. This is your stage.
I mean...
Tell people to come and watch it. Why?
Because it's an incredible play. It's about these 5 amazing women. They are from... I mean, they Sikh Punjabi women, but also they represent all women. You know, it's a nuanced play that's so specific, but in being so specific, it's so universal. It's about our struggles, but also our strengths. There are 5 very different women, amazing energies, fantastic performances from my fellow cast.
And you?
Yes,
Which
but it's just incredible. It's funny, it's heartfelt, it's challenging. It will leave you walking away thinking a lot about your own experience and that of others, and it's just refreshing and amazing. Yeah,
great.
I would just say, please come and support our work. You know, this is incredibly important, diverse work about women, and I think these are the stories that we really need to hear, that we need to see, that we need to support. Because we just don't see it often enough.
And you worked in a parlour for it.
I did. I actually did a month's work experience at the beauty salon.
Did you tell them you're writing a play?
Oh yeah, no, I know. And I mean, the fact that it was a long, staggering journey over a decade. I think they got every time I would walk in, I think they got bored of asking me the question, so what's happening with the play? And finally I can go, it's happening!
I hope you get a free eyebrow at least.
I know, right? Free massage. Rita likes to give free
massage. Yes, absolutely. Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much. I wish you so very best, and I have to let them go because there's a play that they have to put together for everyone, which I am watching too, and I shall tell you how I liked it. As promised, I saw the play Lotus Beauty, and here I am to tell you how I liked it. I saw Lotus Beauty and I loved it. I loved it because it kept me to my seats for over 2 hours. It made me laugh, it made me go through myriad of complex emotions and relationships. So this was about 5 women of Indian origin from different age groups and different in their immigration status. So first generation and second generation and third generation Indian women living in the UK trying to find a home. Resonates with a lot of us, even with me, who has come from India away from their home and trying to find a home, or rather make this country their home. This play will speak to a lot of people, but I loved it more and over and above all this because it went beyond this and it spoke about the complexities of just being a woman. It ultimately just showed how our complex lives and the women in us, even if we have conflict or we don't agree with each other, at some point can connect just as women.